Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Moncton Miist franchise mode. Yeah, this one will be pretty interesting because this off season could have some huge implications on our next season. Obviously, we just came off the best season we've had so far as a team. Now let's just kind of recap that. So unfortunately, we weren't able to make the playoffs, but we had quite a competitive year this year. Obviously having 89 points. I'm still very salty at the fact that we were the worst team in our division with 89 points. Obviously, 89 points shouldn't be making the playoffs, but it's just such a competitive division. 20 points from first to last, where you look at other divisions like, let's see, the Metro to New Jersey. What is that, 30 or just about 30? Point differential there in the Central, 29 in the Pacific, a big 34. So, we got pretty unlucky there. Not much we can do about it, unfortunately. And then looking at our team, of course, Ryan Strome had a great year. Now, something I want to show you guys, Ryan Strome is now up to an 86 overall, which is great. That is going to be a lot of help for us. Now let's go and take a look at the awards here, because I don't think I did it in the last episode. So Buffalo won the Cup, and the President's Trophy went to Tampa for the second time in the last 4 seasons. The Clarence S. Campbell went to Winnipeg, and obviously Buffalo was in the final. So the Canadian team in the final for the past 2 years in a row. Not too bad. And then player awards, Ovechkin with the Art Ross, McDavid with the Hart, Provorov with the Norris, McKinnon with the Lady Byng, Wallstrom with the Calder, Reinhart with the Conn Smythe, which is interesting. Vezina went to Riddick in Boston. Price and Allen split the Jennings together. Letang with the Bill Masterton. The Anaheim Ducks head coach wins the Jack Adams. The Selke to Bergeron. Ted Lindsay to McDavid. Maurice to Ovechkin, because he wins it pretty much every year. So now let's go and take a look at our record book, I guess, before we get into things here. Let's see what our franchise is currently looking like now. I'll try to do this at the end of every season, if hopefully I'll remember, but Ryan Strome is our points leader with 127. Most of our players have played 2 seasons with us. Most assists currently is Ryan Strome with 79. Most games played is most players on our team. Most penalty minutes is Anthony Cirelli with 105. Most shutouts to UC Saros with 90, and he now has the most wins as well. And Jake DeBrusk still with the most goals in franchise history for us. So pretty interesting pool of players there. But yeah. Alright guys, let's move on to the draft now. I think this could be a big one. Where are we picking? 13th. Absolutely nothing moves in the lottery this year, which is very odd. That's probably extremely low odds, and we picked 13th, which sucks. Again, we couldn't make the jump to push for a playoff spot this season, and ultimately we get a pretty bad pick as well, as Marlowe and Keith both retire. I did not mean to do that. I meant to go to goalies. 1 second. Let's see. Schneider did pretty well. And, alright, let's sim to the draft now. So, Bomeister is going to be a coach. Nielsen will be a coach as well. And let's go to our draft interviews. Alright, let's start the draft. Wait, I skipped the draft interviews. I didn't mean to skip the draft interviews, but we will be going to the draft. That is fine. Alright, let's see some players here. I don't know anything about any of these players, of course. Matthew Savoie, what a beast. Shane Wright as well. Arguably, the next generational talent. So let's see. Down by the 13th, we'll have a chance on Lindsay, Scrivens, and Marlowe by the looks of things. So let's see. Alright, Scrivens was pretty damn good. 73 overall at a medium top 6 is not bad by any means. So we've got Lindsay and Marlowe, which are all defensemen that I don't really want to pick. I was hoping to get a forward here because I think we need the forward prospects more because we have so many defensemen. We just have an absolute plethora of defensemen right now. I'm thinking maybe Leonard Lindsay. He's a big defenseman. Do we need a righty or do we need a lefty? This is interesting. Do we go with the American that put up 24 points? Do we go with the Swiss? You know what? I'm thinking Leonard Lindsay. How is he? A 70 overall medium elite. Okay, that's actually not bad. And let's see what we missed out on Marlowe. McCollum was pretty good, actually. I guess I could have gone for him. I just didn't think he was going to be any good because he was a real player. He's a real player. So Marlowe was pretty good. Potential, not as high as Lindsay, but arguably better now. So that's a pretty good defensive draft pick, and I'm very happy about that, actually. Now let's sim to the second round and see what we can get here. Now here's where I'm going to try and get a forward. So I don't think it really matters. I literally have no information on any of these players. Let's just shoot our shot. Korolev, a medium top 9. Not fantastic. We got another pick here in the second. Let's see if we can hit gold with this one. Cade Wanvig. That's a sick name. You know what? I'm not even going to look at the other names. Cade Wanvig. Sick name. Medium top 9. Also not a good pick, but what can you do? Now on to the third round, where the Sharks would like our third rounder, but no thank you. Let's just see what we got. Andrei Karpatsev. Might not be a bad idea to get a goalie, so let's go for the Ukrainian goalie. Medium starter isn't bad, but a 47 overall is pretty poor. And right around the middle half of the third round here. Kirill Lysin, he's an overager. He might be good. No, not at all, apparently. Let's continue on here. And let's see who we can get here. Louis Valcourt, Francois Labrie, Nikolai Khabibulin, Oasis Weisblatt, that's a sick name. Miroslav Vanek. You know what? We're going for the German, even though it has failed us so far this series, and again, it does. Drafting Germans are just not the shout. Let's add another defenseman here, and Demetrius Ludwig, who's an overager, and we'll have to go back to the fourth to see how good he was. He was a medium 7th, so another poor draft pick. But again, I still have absolutely no idea why I just am not getting any information on any of these players. I don't know what it is. Let's add a right-handed defenseman this time, and Jared Cohen, 19-year-old, a low 7th. Jesus, this is a bad draft. Thankfully, we got that medium elite at the start of the draft, because without him, this draft would be horrendous right now. Samu Niinima, let's go for him, I guess. Another 7th potential defenseman. Now on to I'm assuming our final pick of the draft. Let's see, is there anyone that actually has a guaranteed potential? No. We're just going to go for Ali Harold, played for the Panthers. A low top 6, which is unfortunately like our second or third best player this draft. So a lot of players that we drafted, but again, not necessarily a lot of good ones. So that kind of sucks, but we'll move on to the re-sign phase. We've got some coaches we'll have to sign. Jerome Trudeau. Let's see. That's our NHL head coach. He's a B overall, which, I mean, isn't too bad. Wonder if it's worth trying to... I mean, yeah, he's a pretty poor team fit. Really good for Nyquist, Hintz, Foodie, but I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. He doesn't want a lot of money, but I'm still tempted to look into free agency to, Jesus Christ, every scout ever that we've had, or that we've had is just gone. So whatever. I will look at them, but I'll probably look at them off screen in hopes of getting some decent players. So let's take a look at the team now. Forwards, obviously Strome is our highest, and Cirelli, Donato, and Hintz are all at 84 now. Again, though, Hintz and Cirelli haven't really grown at all, which sucks because I was definitely hoping they would, but not looking like they will. Donato, though, he has grown quite a bit for us, so that's nice. Andre Burakovsky will be released. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Foodie, Lowry, Frost did not change in overall at all, which is a little worrisome. Yeah, hopefully he can grow. Zachary McEwen will be released. Kevin Stenlund will also be released. Isaac Ratcliffe will re-sign. There's still a chance that he could be making an NHL move for us. He's a big boy, 6'6". He would just tower over me. Sam Militic is also pretty decent. He had a great season with us. So let's re-sign him. It does say he's listed as a fourth liner, which is a little worrisome. Matthew Highmore can go because he doesn't want an extension. AJ Guerrero probably also going to release. Let's see. So obviously Pillman can be signed next year, which is very exciting. And then our first draft pick ever, and Nikita Denisov, will be eligible to play in the AHL this season. So, I mean, well, he was eligible the past 2 years as well, but we're finally going to sign him. And then I think, I believe Yuka Salmonen, we can also offer him a contract, a little bit less than Denisov, though. Kamara, we're going to release because he's just useless. Sergei Goldobin, which is a player we drafted as well. We'll take a chance on him as well. I know the medium bottom six isn't great by any means, but is that all the forwards? Looks like it. Nope. Cole Stewart. We'll sign him as well. A pretty great season, and where is he playing? Acadie Bathurst, I believe. Yeah. Oh, why not? We'll sign him. Might as well. Give him the money he wants. And then let's go to defenseman now. Alright, so I'm a little worried about defenseman because I did catch that Parayko did drop it overall, which sucks because, I mean, I thought he had an alright season, I guess. Obviously wasn't great. We would like Parayko to be in that 30-point area, right around that 30-point every year, because really that's what he's known to be. So, yeah, I don't know. How long did I extend him for? 5 years. I mean, hopefully he doesn't keep dropping. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 years. Okay. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't keep dropping. But we'll see, I guess. Let's sign Brendan Gooley. Is that actually what we're going to do? Yeah, okay, yeah. We've got our 6th defenseman here, by the looks of things. Unless Broberg makes a big jump, which I don't really see. So let's start with Johansson. Johansson wants a decent amount of money for a 81 overall. Can we lower that a little bit, my guy? 3.2 for 2. I'm not too opposed to that contract. Brendan Gooley wanted a lot of money as well. Like, that's a lot of money for an 82 overall. And unfortunately, it's really not going to get any cheaper. But I'd rather do the 3.9 for 3. Like, is that okay, Gooley? Please, because that's just a lot of money we're giving out. Jeremy Waugh, kind of want to re-sign him just because he's a pretty great AHLer for us. Obviously, he had 62 points this season. Yeah, that's pretty damn good as a defenseman. So let's sign him as well. We'll give him a 3-year deal. I'll even give him a little bit more money. Alright, Lindsay, obviously, who we just drafted. Let's take a look. He is listed as a defensive defenseman, so he's got great defensive stats, apart from his stick checking, for whatever reason. Senses, though, not too bad either. His puck skills are very odd. His skating is pretty good. He, for some reason, doesn't have good balance, though. At 6'4", you'd think he would. 87 body checking is great, and his shot is actually not too bad for a 70 overall. So I don't know what to do. I really think I should be signing our medium elite prospect, so I'm gonna go back and sign Pillman. Where is he? Oh, I didn't realize we would skip Bittner. I'm just gonna release him. But yeah, Petri Pillman, I'm gonna sign him. He'll 72 speed. I forgot how slow he was, but that 91 offensive awareness and that tremendous shot. We'll sign him though. We'll sign him to his entry level deal, and then let's head back to the defenseman. And I will also give Lindsay his contract because he's an American, correct? Yeah, so he can play in the AHL as well. Let's do it. Why not? Take the risk. Fairbrother is someone we drafted, so I think I'll... Wait, is he someone we drafted? No, he's not actually. Okay, well, I'll release him then. Although Stevenson, we did draft Brandon Stevenson in the first draft. He was, I think, our third rounder that draft. Alright. And then Lockhart, is that someone? Yeah, Nazir Lockhart, we also drafted. He's pretty poor, but I will sign him nonetheless. And then on to the goaltending. DiPietro did not grow as I had hoped, but it's alright. He had an awful season, and you know what? I'm going to give him 2 years at the contract he wants because he was so bad. Golsonic, I'm just going to release. Our AHL goaltending is awesome. I think at least I really liked them. I don't know how great they were. Colton Ellis was great. Sogard wasn't too bad, so we could sign Karpatsev, but I think I'm just going to wait. So let's advance today and see who renews, who rejects. I'm just gonna boom through these because most people will be accepting the deal. So let's just sort it by expiring. I don't know why I wasn't. Goalies and defense are good, and the one forward was Morgan Frost. All right. So I'd offer him that, I believe. He didn't like that, so I'll just give him the 1 year of what he wants. Kind of a prove it contract, I guess. And you know, I'd like for him to help us out here. You know, I think he could be a really good player for us. So now let's just see what the team could look like this year. We have a lot of contracts coming up next year. So Strome, Cirelli, Donato, Hintz, Barat, and DeBrusque, Nyquist, Foodie, and Lowry is our top 9. Then Frost, Ratcliffe, and Balsers could be our bottom 3. I might make some line changes around there, but I actually don't mind that forward core considering we have, like, what is that, 6? We have 7. Yeah, that's actually, that's interesting. We actually have 7 second liners right now, and Foodie has been growing, and I only feel like Foodie will be continuing to grow. And if that's the case, if say Foodie's listed as a second liner, come next season, Nyquist may be on his way out early. I mean, that's a lot of money off the books. Plus, he is losing overall. So that'll be interesting. And then, actually, how many? So let's see. Wait, sorry. So let's check out our AHL team as well. So you got Militic, Fortin, Pillman, Edgesill, Howell, Denisov, Salmonen, Goldobin. How many do we have signed? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, sorry. 9 actually. So we'll have to sign some forwards. And then as for defensemen, our top 6 will be Pareko, Brodin, Pesci, Gooley, Carlson, and Johansson. So hopefully we'll see at least an overall boost to all of those 3 last defensemen. That'll be nice. And then in our AHL, we'll have Nielsen with Waugh, then Broberg, Wood, Rassinen, and Lindsay. And then Stevenson can play, and so can Lockhart, but that's not too bad. And as for the goaltending, we've got everyone signed. So we've got our NHL team heading into this season, and I don't really plan on making any extra moves. So yeah, I mean, depending on what free agency looks like, I don't really plan on making any signings or anything right now. I will do the coaches and staff. I'll just do the staff, I guess. I'll have to, just because that's annoying. And not like they do anything anyways. I really don't think they do. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of big fish out here in free agency. And as I expected, Seth Jones and Giordano are both in free agency now. Seth Jones would be sick, especially considering he's not even asking for that much money. Put up 30, what, 35, 36, yeah, 36 points last year. And he looks like he can be that good 30 to 45 point defenseman as well. That's very interesting. And I mean, Seth Jones would be quite the player to add to our team. And looking at him, he wants. I mean, I would rather go the 7-year deal. He would be 34. I don't know. I don't know what to do. We could really sign a big, big fish here. I mean, his stats are incredible all over the board, really. The only thing he's bad at is face-offs and fighting skill, but I'm not too worried about those. He is a great, great defenseman. I really think trying to acquire Seth Jones is a sick idea. Obviously, he wants a lot of money at 5 years, but even 6 years, he'll be 33 at that point, and I am definitely willing to give him a lot of money for that. Like I will give him 7.6 million over the next 6 seasons, and I don't think that's gonna handicap us much. It shouldn't. Obviously, this will mean we will have to send a defenseman away, which we will, and I have an idea of who it's going to be, but yeah, I mean, that could be a huge pickup for us. So let's just sort it by forwards. Jesus, I can't talk today. And let's try and grab some decent players. So that's Sam. Oh, Shane Kursich. We're just going to sign a few forwards. I'm not too worried about it. But let's just sign some AHL potential players for us. Jonathan Deline. The low top 6 isn't great. But we might go back to him. He's not a great player. I'd rather higher overalls, but I don't want them to be too high either. Is this Yoni? Yeah, Yoni Tamala. We will sign as well. The Finn, I believe. Who else now? Matthew Fromm? Ty Ronning, legend. Tim Genger. Was he playing at all? Was he playing in the AHL? He was. Not too bad, I guess, but meh. Let's just keep moving on, I guess. Holy shit, Lucas Walmark is in 83 and he wants $7 million. Michael Spacek. Yeah, I'm signing Michael Spacek. He used to be a beast in NHL 18. He would sim incredibly. Like, he was a beast. Now let's go take a look at defensemen now. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to be signing Jones, hopefully, at least. We'll see. I don't need a defenseman, actually, so I was going to say, unless there's one that really, like, pops out at me, I don't really need one, and I guess we'll check goalies as well, but the same thing. Shesterkin would be nice. Yeah, that'd be sick. Eric Comrie as well. Obviously, we had Comrie at one point, I believe. Yeah, I mean, there's some interesting goalies there, but we do have a starter. Shesterkin would be pretty cool, but Saros would definitely have to go. He wasn't that great this past season either. He wasn't too bad last season, but this season he wasn't great. I don't think I'm going to try to sign anyone else. So I really do like the potential acquisition in Seth Jones. So actually, before we do this, let's go to our coaching staff. And we need every single coach for the NHL. I did not mean to do that. Let's actually look at the coaches around right now, and let's just see who's probably the most even. That's what I'm going to be looking for, I guess. Arguably the best for sure is this top one. I can't see his name, but it's fine. I don't really know what to look at in coaches, honestly. I really don't. Like I don't care that much at the same time. But we're just going to try and sign Trudeau back, I guess. I'll give him 1.5, sure. He can hopefully come back as our NHL coach. And then let's look for an NHL associate. Bordelot. We'll just go for him, I guess. Not too bad, sure. I don't really think these will affect us or matter at all, but maybe. NHL assistant now. Those are bad. Those are really bad. Yeah. This one doesn't look bad though. Andreoff. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't actually look too bad. Colin, yeah, Andreoff, I don't know. We'll offer him a contract. And then now let's look for a goalie coach. Don't really know how to do this. We'll just see if there's any that are actually goalies. Dolak, I mean, he sucks. Whatever. We'll sign him to our NHL goalie coach. We'll see if he wants it. Jurgen Dolak, welcome to the team, maybe. And let's try and get some better scouts here, I guess. We only have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so we can definitely sign some right now. Anyone I offer, I'm just gonna offer them the max deal, and we'll see if they come this way or not. If they don't, then whatever, I don't really care. It just seems like the scouts literally don't do anything in this draft, for us in drafts anyways. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear all that noise. I don't know what my parents are doing. Let's just continue on here. And there we go. We'll sign a few more, I think. Might as well. How many have I sent out? 6. We'll send out like 8. I don't really care. Don't think any of them will really make much of a difference. I don't really know why just nothing gets scouted. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So we'll send out those 9 contracts, and let's start simulating some days here to see who is going to be signing with us. I don't want Craig Smith, thank you though. Let's continue advancing a day. Trudeau looks forward to making an impact. Great. So does that guy. Dolak is not interested in being our goalie coach. Alright. Cal, cool. Everyone looks to be accepting. I mean, I did give them the max offer on the years they wanted, so understandable if they are accepting. Bordelot is also rejecting, so I will have to definitely sign. And there's the best scout in free agency, that Charlotte High Note girl. Shane Gersich, Yoni Tamala, Michael Spacek all sign. Moment of truth, guys. Will Seth Jones become a Moncton miss? No, he won't. Man, we are getting so unlucky with free agency. Last year was Texier. This year it was Jones. Oh, damn it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's because I'm not offering them the years they want. Damn it, that sucks. And I don't really want to sign a player now because I don't want to get rid of any of our lefties, because we'll have Brodin, Johansson, and Carlson, and who else was the other one? Johansson, Carlson, Brodin, and there was one other. God, I don't remember who it is. But a right-handed defenseman would have been great. I don't want to sign Dustin Byfuglien though. He's 37. Let's just see. Are there a right-handed defenseman that could actually make an impact on our team as well? Well, obviously nothing's going to be as good as Seth Jones. Hello, sorted by overall, please. Please. Hello, game. Okay. I don't know why it's not. just sorted by UFAs. Why can I not sorted by overall? Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm giving up on free agency this year. I'd say another failed attempt at trying to sign a big free agent that could most definitely impact our season. And again, unfortunately, we weren't able to get lucky there. You know what? I'm gonna sign another coach. Actually, before we do that, what was our head coach? He's a forward, so let's just take a look here. Let's sign. Is there one for defenseman? There is. This guy, Miist. Oh, it's Jake Miist. He's not a great coach, though. He's really not a good coach. This guy, I mean, this veterans guy, sure. Let's do it. We're gonna sign him like a 1.5 deal as well. But I'm gonna ask him as a coach. But assuming he says yes, and if he says yes, I will be demoting him to our associate. Sorry, not sorry, buddy. Let's just sim a few days and see if we get him. I just want people to sign with us, please. Like, it's just not hard. Oh, didn't want me to do that. Let's see if we can get a different coach here. I'll offer him a contract again. I'll just give him a little bit more money. Let's see, 1.7? 1.75, sure. No, I did not mean to click interview. I don't care. Oh, no, I didn't mean to click contract. Oh, man. No, I don't care, man. Oh, my God. It's just falling apart. It's just falling apart. Okay, I don't care how much money you want. Yeah, you want 1.4 mil. I'm gonna give you 1.75. So, oh my God, can I exit this, please? Like, I don't want to. I don't care, man. Oh, oh man. Oh my Jesus. How many times do I have to click a question for it to go down? Thank you. Can I freaking sign you to 1.75 million now? Okay, I don't care. Alright, let's try this again. I don't know why. It's just the world just isn't working for me right now. It's fine. 1.752 for Caesar Racine, I believe it was. Let's see if he signs with us. Advance a day. Advance a day. Oh my God. Alright, whatever. I'm done. I don't care. Like, I don't think coaches do anything anyways. So, we're going to start simming to the next season. No thank you, Alex Galchenyuk. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Very upset we weren't able to get Seth Jones. Actually, you know what? Speaking of which, let's see how much we lost out on him this time. So we offered him $7.6 million for 6 years. Actually, I guess we can do this. We'll go to contracts, and let's go check out Dallas. How much is Jones making? 8.3 is a lot, obviously, but for how many years? 5. I probably would have been able to get him if I had have offered him the years he wanted. I would have just had to give him money, because the boost that I gave him, I was hoping was going to be enough. Because I mean, if there was if he wanted the 6 years, I feel like he would have signed with us. Just because I doubt there was a team that would have offered him almost $7 million or $700,000 more than what he had asked. Because mostly it's for like $400,000 to $500,000, so we gave him almost $700,000 more than what he wanted, and unfortunately, obviously, we weren't able to get him. So, you know, who will be the free agent we miss out on next year, guys? That is the question. I can't wait to be answered. We are now officially getting close to the 2022 season. So, captains, I don't think I'm going to name a captain still. Cirelli, Hintz, and Pareko. I don't want Pareko to be our first captain, though. Just ignore that. He's listed as an assistant. He was not a captain. Alright, I saw Andrew Nielsen up in the NHL, which is interesting. So let's take a look. Before we actually make any line changes, let's see what our team will look like. So, forwards, we've got 10 here, then 11 and 12. Do we want Militic or do we want Balcers? That's interesting. We've got options this year. Militic is decent skater, very physical, very physical. A decent shot, good stick checking, but the rest of his defense is kind of lacking. I mean, coach satisfaction is very high, which is nice. I mean, his coach satisfaction with Balcers is incredible, though. Although Militic on the fourth line looks like he'd be better than Balcers. I'm obviously not putting Balcers on the first line. Both 25. Yeah, I think I'll put Militic on. We'll put Balcers in the AHL again. Obviously, he did play in the NHL with us. He had 59 points in the A last year, where Militic had 53. And I don't know if Militic was on the first line with Balcers or not, but we're gonna give the spot. Well, actually, let's wait before we do that. Let's just check to see if there's any. Okay, no. Let's just check to make sure that there's no one in the AHL that I should be, or that I'm totally forgetting. But no, we're good. And then those are our 6 defensemen. Johansson, I don't think grew, but Carlson did, which is nice. Or was Johansson an 80? I don't know. I can't remember. Is there a defenseman I'm missing? No. Okay. And the goaltending shouldn't change either. It should be Saros and DiPietro. Unfortunately, DiPietro didn't grow, but both Sogard and Ellis did grow, so they're both getting some decent progression so far. But yeah, let's check out our lines here. I will do best lines, even though it'll be an awful, like, what is this, man? Like, this is so stupid. Ryan Donato on the second line, please. Rupe Hintz and Anthony Cirelli on the... Why are we -1? You guys have played together every year here. Why are we a -1 now? What the hell? Oh, Jesus, man. None of them want to be on the first line, apparently. So, DeBrusque, -3. Like, literally, why? Like, what is happening? Oh my god, this is so stupid. No one wants to play in the second line except for Militic and Lowry. Like, what am I meant to do? Holy shit, Ratcliffe's an 81. I just realized. Was he like a 77 or 76? What the hell? Okay, cool. I don't know what to do here. We're going to put Brad on the top line with Donato and Hintz, though. Foodie, Ratcliffe, and Nyquist, maybe? Do I like that? I think I do. Foodie is the best on the draw there, and then we'll have Militic with Lowry and Frost. So there's just no positives on the team, but whatever. Brodeen, Pareko, Jesus Christ. Like, what the hell? Like, literally, what is that? Like, why is it a -3? Yeah, we'll probably do that, I'm thinking. Yeah, again, we still have too many lefties right now. If we had a Gut Jones, I was thinking probably Carlson on the way out. It would have been either Carlson or Brodeen. Although I've quite enjoyed having Brodeen on the team. He did pretty well for us last season. He's literally just getting 1 point better year and year. So, yeah. And then for the goaltending, I'll do the special teams off camera. But yeah, goaltending is Saros and DiPietro again. And let's go and best lines the AHL to see where our stars are playing. Pillman just needs to be on the top line. Like, I just, like, why? St. Gersic. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep Michael Spacek on that top line. Liam Howell, though, will be a little bit lower. Nikita Denisov. Can he get a +3 anywhere? Unfortunately, no. Can I get a plus? Yes, I can. Yeah. All right. That'll be our forward core, I think. And defensively, Lindsay is a righty. He needs to play on the right. We'll do that. And then Broberg, I would like on the top pair if possible. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're just playing Broberg and Lindsay on the top pair. Our two youngest defensemen. Why not? And then the goaltending, obviously, we saw was Sogard and Ellis. Sogard could be an NHLer next season, and he's huge, obviously. So, Colton Ellis, though, still both of them are growing very well for us, and I really can't complain. So, that'll be it for this episode. I honestly expected it to be only like 30 minutes, and then coaches and the failing of Seth Jones happened, so sorry about that. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. And tune in for the next episode where we will see what kind of team we are this year. We are still listed as a seller. If only we could have had Alex Texier and Seth Jones on this team right now. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.